All right. I definitely already had my VTuber up there. Hello and welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. I will be your humblest of hosts for the evening. Ain't nobody humbler than me. I've definitely used that bit before. And it is Saturday, which means it's time for some Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers... no, that doesn't work. And today we are going to be finishing up the Yorha Dark Apocalypse raid series, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm pretty good at Paradigm's Breach, the final raid in the series, especially in terms of like what's the word I'm looking for? Tanking. Hello, Lilo. Welcome. In part because I ran it a bunch as a tank, so that I could secure the rest of the outfit, because it's a good outfit. I forced you to deal with me tanking, but you are tanking. I am tanking. I should probably... I don't have my keyboard up here. Okay. Well, that's something I'll deal with in a bit here. But yeah. So I'm excited to get into it. There was something that I had wanted to talk about. Hello, Kale. Welcome. There was something I had wanted to talk about the other day that I didn't get a chance to talk about entirely because I forgot. And that was about how fucking surreal it was to open up my phone the other day and see that I had a new notification on YouTube from Rooster Teeth. Like, it was so weird. Just like, hey, Rooster Teeth uploaded a new video. I'm just like, they did? And I mean, like, okay, like, I know that, like, Bernie bought the I don't know if it's, like, bought the company or bought the brand back a while ago, after Warner Brothers shut them down. Because, like, he did that whole thing where it's just, like, under management. And the whole bit was like, hey, guys, I got back from buying milk. What the fuck happened? And it was just like, it was a very good bit, but I didn't, so far, like, up until this point, nothing had come of it. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, hey, there's a new Rooster Teeth animated adventures short. And I'm just like, first off, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. There's a new Rooster Teeth animated adventure short. It's the same animator, same animation style, that like weird like stick figure style that they used for all of those. But it's like, it's recent material, because it's from the podcast that Bernie and his partner? Wife? Did they ever get formally married? I actually don't know. Natalie would know. I should ask her sometime. It was just so weird to see, because it's just like, I thought, like, nothing had come of Bernie buying the company back yet, as far as I had seen. So to just get something out of the blue like that, with like no like pomp and circumstance, just like, hold the fucking phone. So that was fun. I don't know. There's also something nice about it, you know? I talked about this before. I've kind of missed Rooster Teeth in like a weird way. Like I never like got like really into a lot of their like more recent stuff. There was a bunch of stuff I watched with Natalie, and like podcasts that I'd listen to whenever she put something on, because she was into a lot more of that stuff than I was. But there was something nice about Rooster Teeth just kind of still being there, still making stuff, even if quality was all over the place, potentially. The fact that they were like there was nice, you know, comfortable. So when it was just like suddenly like, oh yeah, Rooster Teeth's being shut down by Warner Brothers. First off, fuck David Zaslav. Second off, it was such a weird thing to like fathom, because it's just like, bro, Rooster Teeth's been around since I was in like middle school, you know? Like, it's such a weird thing. It's like a penny arcade got bought out by the Saudis and then suddenly came back. Yeah, I guess. It was so strange. And I mean, like, I've kept up with like some of the stuff that like Natalie and I have kept up with some of the stuff that like former members of Rooster Teeth have done since then. Like, you know, we like Jacob, Charlotte, and Patrick from Funhouse have Astro Goblin going right now. Love their dynamic. It's so fucking funny. There's the Regulation Podcast guys. Love everything they're doing. Occasionally, like, I'll listen in on Natalie listening to an episode of Boyfriend Material. But it's just like, even with like Regulation Podcast doing like skit stuff and doing like bits and like videos now, there's a scrappy nature to it now. Whereas like before, it was just like because they had like big studio money, there was like no end to the stupid shit they could do. Like, you had videos of like one of them like axe kicking another guy's desk and sending all of his computer stuff clattering to the floor. And it's like, it didn't really matter because it's just like they had studio money. Like, everything here was like insured and eminently replaceable. And it's just like a lot of times it felt like they were really like doing as much as they could with what they were able to get, which felt nice, honestly. Even if some of it was not great. Like, okay, Ruby had issues, and then there's whatever the fuck Genlock was, but like the fact that they were like making this stuff, even if ultimately like there's not a huge amount it ends up like amounting to, like, the fact that they could was like, there was something kind of special about that. Maybe now that they're coming back, they'll make things that are good. I don't know. Sorry. But yeah. So, they're just being like a random Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures short that I got notified for, like, sent me into like a weird spiral of like, I guess nostalgia. Is like a comfortable nostalgia, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah. Otherwise, nothing particularly eventful. Since the one particular event, which I'll get to talking to as we get a little bit further into this, because I watched a movie today. Oh boy, did I watch something that was shown on the silver screen today. Goodness gracious, let's get into it. Hey man. Konog alone. I'm in an expert dungeon, so I'll join in a bit. You got some time, don't worry. Lolly, I may have been too optimistic. Ho, I gailed. The fact that the villagers are still nursing a grudge doesn't surprise me. Not that I haven't tried to make them think better of it. Why hasn't Anog come back and given them what for yet? Ain't like her to fret over what people think. I feel like we're not at the .45 stuff yet. Then there's Konog, who I was worried... And then there's Konog. I was worried he'd go chasing after her again, which is why I'm even more worried that he's been shut up in the tunnels this whole time. Chief! We need to clear the rubble so we can start digging again, but the others won't stop bickering about whose job it is. Not even when I threatened to boot them clear into the sea. I'll be right there. 2 boots are better than 1, as they say. Looks like I have other business to take care of, now that I was having much luck here. Can you check on Konog in my stead? Well, with Anog gone and the villagers treating him like he's got the blight, he could do with a reminder that not everyone has abandoned him. And who's to say? Maybe one of your tales of adventure will cheer him up. I've got just the thing, though I've forgotten the names of everyone involved. I'm sure whatever you come up with will be fine. Probably. And let me know if how he's doing, alright? Even if he doesn't want to talk to me, I want him to have the help he needs is all. Well, Hazel, shall we? I mean, you can't come into the tunnels, but, like, you can hang out outside. Entrance to the excavation tunnels. Let's get in there. Oh, he seems like he's doing fine. Konog is radiating an uncommon amount of heat. The many layers insulating his head probably aren't helping. Is there a significance to the fact that Anog and Konog are red-headed twins? Maybe. Who can say? Bani Bani Banani. What? That feeling like your head is full of fiery bees? That's a favor. A favor? That's a favor. It's a fever. No, I'm fine. Got to find Anog. Anog wouldn't want you running after her in this state. Anog, I actually don't know if it has any significance. Well, no, that's not true. It's not necessarily that it doesn't have any significance. There is a parallel, of course, in the Nier series, the Nieries, if you will, with regards to twins who feel like they are nothing without the other twin present. But we don't have to talk about that right now. That makes me afraid to ask. I'll probably get into it when we're like closer to the end here. What are you guys up to? Consider me unsurprised that Connaug's caused yet more problems for the rest of us to solve. If that Anog isn't up to something, then why haven't we seen her? It's pulpily nothing. It's developmentally nothing. I tried to do something with like devola and definitely, and it's just, it's tricky. Tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme, that's right on time. It's tricky. No matter what we do, our mead will never taste the same. Damn, dude. You'd think those two would take a little responsibility for putting things right. The Nearies and the Faries. You get some points. Thank you. I'm certainly not cleaning up this mess. Everyone knows I wasn't involved. What? Chief? Oh boy. Chief, bro, where you at? Oh, right, I gotta... Hold on. I got another minion? Oh, right, I got the kitty. I have so many goddamn minions. Okay. There we go. Bunny, banani, banoni, banoy, fever. Clanon collapsed? We need to do something about that fever. I think some of my wife's supply of remedies survived. I'll go and see. You keep an eye on Connaug. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, this is a fine how do you do. Wicked White, where did he go? Here. I know he wanted to search for Anog, but how did he even make it out of here? Willpower and hubris? Damn it all. Let's go, quickly. Okay. Who's there? You. We should ask around, find out if anyone saw him go past. Not that I expect they'll be too inclined to help. Still, any lead is better than none at all. I'll speak with my miners, you talk to whoever else. Sounds like a plan. Oh god, I have to talk to you guys. Bunny banani banani? No, I haven't seen Connaug leaving the village. Why? Finally realized he's no good to us and left, did he? But without him or Anog, who's going to be held responsible for what happened? The collaborator here for one. Listen, outsider, I'm sure you thought you were helping, but... now we're doomed! I'm not sure why anyone is thinking they can, like, pick a fight with me. I will literally kill you. Bunny banani banani? Now Connaug's missing too? We're dropping dwarves like ale from a leaky cask. Well, I hope you find him. The matter of culpability is still unsettled, and I'll never get the villagers to agree on what's what if the most guilty-looking party's up and vanish. Doom saying dwarf doing their job perfectly. They do be saying doom. Unless there's fears those damn Tholes would turn up. Nothing brings us all together like a spot of unfriendly rivalry. Gesug! Gesug tight bunny banui. Search for Connacht, you say? That can't be easy. Those twins aren't really the sort to stand still. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. Not more than usual at any rate. Certainly no fever-addled dwarves. Damn. Unfortunate. Bro, we are waiting. Get six! Lolly, I thought I'd never escape Ho. Who knew that questioning every miner in Comra could be so time-consuming? I hope you weren't waiting too long. Did you learn anything useful? Not in the slightest, Bunny Bunny. Wish I could say I was surprised. My lot also had some difficulty focusing on the immediate issue, but one of them did see Connacht. Sounds like he was wandering in the direction of the crater. Again. We should search the area. Bunny Bunny Bunny. What's that big wheel? Some kind of machine? Technology from another world. Well, that doesn't sound good. I'm still more concerned about where Connacht might have gone. Perhaps I should have mentioned where exactly I found him last time. You think he's inside? He's probably not alone. Here we go again. Hey, wasn't there a golf ball we ignored? It wasn't really a golf ball. It was more of like a pool cue. Brave new world. The dig site chief is determined to find Connacht, come what may. If you're ready to face whatever's in there, and let's get this over with. The longer we wait, the more I worry. Sorry, I thought I heard something, but I think it was just the soundtrack. Yeah, it was. If anything in there needs killing, I can handle it myself. I'm coming with you. I'll leave the dangerous bits to you, but I can't stand by and do nothing. Not anymore. I need to make sure he's safe. Please. Connacht, what have you gotten yourself into? Let's find out. Sandland. Hello, Zilla. Welcome. There do be a lot of sand. Running all the way, running all the way. Not gonna use the teleporter, we're running all the way. Running all the way, running all the way. It's really inconvenient, but we're running all the way. I was actually about to hop on. Hope your bun wins the Nears. I'm gonna do my best. Whee! I just really like how moody some of these areas are. I really wish... I don't know anything about Nier. Do I need to do a replay? I'm always looking for reasons to replay Nier, don't get me wrong. Yes. I think if I was to replay Nier, what I would have to do is, Because, like, replaying Gestalt is super easy. I would just have to choose a name that isn't Nier or Daddy. What about Far? Very funny. Pumpkin is a cute name, that's true. And then I think, because like I said, replaying Gestalt and Replicant are probably going to be the easiest. I think if I was to replay Automata, though, I would probably get the Switch version to replay it. Sorry for lagging behind. I have to keep reminding myself not to get distracted. Tell the truth, I'm starting to understand the intrigue. You said that the place you found Konog before is through here? Uh-huh. Huh? Huh. That's normal. Konog! Uh-oh. So that's probably not good. What's up, Toops? I can take them. Interpret that as you will. Beings of this world, watch closely. What? Oh, hey guys. There's no time. Destroy the sphere, quickly! With what I know of Nier and Drakengard, this is probably bad. All my ladies are disappearing because Scrim. This is bad. We have to get out. Okay. But yeah, Lila, we were pretty firmly out of the .45 stuff. It's Paradise Beach time. Someone is at my door. Yes? Oh shit, is that Frito Pie?
The very one. It's
Oh.
me, Frito Pie.
No!
Eat me.
That's... Thank you. I don't know how to respond to that. Thank you, friend of the stream and housemate Opal.
Enjoy. Have fun.
I will.
Oh, your boy's here.
Oh, my boy's here.
Is that fine?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Guess where your daughter is?
Where's my daughter?
Under my bed.
Aww, that sounds about right. Sorry, I've been given Frito pie. I need to take a bite of this. Oh. Yum. Damn it, we're too late. I feel I'm owed several explanations. I know you're confused, but there's no time. We must destroy that sphere. 2P's plans are already in motion, and this whole world will be consumed. We won't let that happen. We came to save this world, and now we've a debt to repay. You saved 9S, after all. We also kicked his ass, to be fair. And there's still so much here we haven't seen. Right, 2B? Focus on the mission. Right. Leave it to us. It'll take everything we've got to stop them. I believe we can succeed, but we'll need your help. Be ready. I'd feel weirder if you weren't ordering me around. Duly noted. I'm sorry, Chief. Can you look after Konog? You're sorry? Yes, of course. I'll carry him back and make sure he rests. You look after yourself now, and tell me what all of this is about later. We make for the tower. But yeah, Zilla, the Nier games are, like, some of the best games ever made. Basically. That's the long and short of it. The tower at Paradigm's Breach, now accessible. So you're telling me that I should play them? Absolutely. I would... Okay. Also, every form of material is canon. Sure, yeah. Let's say that much. Part of me would recommend that if you're able to get your hands on even my fan material where I'm just drawing butt, yes. If you're able to get your hands on, like, one of the Xbox family, you can get the original release of Nier digitally, which is otherwise known as Nier Gestalt. Because, okay. Little bit of an explanation. So, when Nier was originally released in Japan, there were two versions. There was the PS3 version and there was the Xbox 360 version in Japan. The PS3 version was called Nier Replicant. The protagonist in that one was a younger character who was the brother of the character Yona. Her name's Yona, right? That's not the name of the yak from the later seasons of My Little Pony? Am I remembering that correctly? Maybe my bro has an extra Xbox I can borrow. It would have to be an Xbox... Because the Xbox 360 doesn't have access to the online marketplace anymore, it would probably need to be You tell me, how many times have you played that game? Several times. It would likely need to be an Xbox One, a Series X, or a Series S. It is Yona. Yonah. Is there a character named Yona in My Little Pony who is a yak? Hold on. There is. I was so super right. Okay. What was I saying? Okay. Um, so PS3 version was Nier Replicant. Protagonist was a younger man and the brother of the character Yona. Nier Gestalt, which in Japan was released for the 360, features an older protagonist who is Yona's father. In the Replicant version of the game, their father left and their mother died sometime prior to the game. In the 360 version of the game, it was just that the mother died sometime prior to the start of the game. Now, when the game was localized in the US, the only version that was localized was Gestalt. So they released, and it was just as Nier. That was released for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So both consoles, when the game was released in the US, got the Nier Gestalt version. Fast forward, we eventually get a sequel to Nier in the form of Nier Automata. It does absolute fucking gangbusters and is one of the greatest games of all time. But that's not to say that people didn't enjoy the original Nier. The original Nier, for people who were like able to get past the fishing, is generally considered one of the best narratives in gaming. Now, an important thing to know about these games is that they are built with the assumption that you are going to play through it, and they require you to play through it multiple times to understand what is happening. Like, that is a core part of that game series. So Nier Automata comes out, does absolute fucking gangbusters. Everyone loves it. It originally is released just on the PS4, but then it gets like an Xbox release, and then it gets a Switch release, which has like new outfits. 2B is put in fucking everything, because Yoko Taro is just like, if they give me money, I will do a crossover, which you gotta respect. Yoko Taro is a goddamn madman, and I love him so much. I think the free play campaign... No, free play campaign's going until, like, February 9th. And you should be able to get, like, up to 96 hours of playtime. Unless, of course, like, the clocks start... Like, is it a cumulative thing? Or is it just, like, if you sign in, the clock starts ticking and you only have 96 hours from that first sign-in? I don't know how this shit works. It might be that. Donate to the stream to pay for Zilla's sub. Hold on, I'm gonna eat more of my Frito pie. That's true, you could. So, let me see. Where was I? Okay, so they released Nier Automata. Fast forward again. Somewhere in here, they release a game called Nier Reincarnation, which is like a mobile gacha game that, like, from what I understand, a lot of the stories are really well written, but I tried playing it, and, I mean, I don't know. It's a game, I guess. I kind of wish they ended service for it. I really wish that they would release a non-gacha version of it that I could just fucking play. But who knows? Don't stress, y'all. I'm stressing! Zilla, at the very least, we gotta get you, like, a time card or something. That way you don't necessarily gotta commit to a, what's the word I'm looking for? I have a 9S card on hand. Why do I have a 9S card on hand? Probably because I just never sold it. I have so much fucking shit in my goddamn inventory. That's an option? Yeah, rather than committing to a subscription that you would, be automatically charged monthly for, you can buy, like, a 60-day time card. And then you'll just have, like, a bank. Like, if the 60 days runs out, like, you have to make sure you're using it within the 60 days, but yeah, you don't necessarily have to, like, commit to a monthly subscription. And I mean, how much are those? Those are, like, what, like $45 or something? Final Fantasy 14 time card. $30 for 60 days. Not bad at all. Let's see how my next doubloon drop goes. So fast forward, and we suddenly get a release of Nier Replicant on modern systems. Fully remastered, redone graphics, completely new combat system, full voice acting, with a lot of the original voice actors returning. Including the voice actor for Emil, the voice actor for Kaine, voice actor for Tyran, etc., etc. Something tells me we should queue now. We probably should. I think before we do, I have to do a little bit of. I'll take Gretel. When they guard the drakens, IDK, I never played the game. I need to bank those. $16. Okay. Yeah, good plan. So Nier Replicant comes out. Now, this is explicitly the Replicant version of the game. So the version of the game, a remastered, remade version of the game that released on the PS3 when Nier got its first initial release in Japan. And it's got it's got a bunch of new shit in it. It has a whole new storyline and boss encounter. It has like an entirely new ending, all stuff that is based on short stories that had been released, because god, Drakengard and Nier is full of so much fucking supplementary material that is in a lot of cases like canon in one way or another that make your goddamn head spin. but the new storyline with the new boss encounter in the game is based on one of those short stories. The new ending is based on one of those short stories, though adapted for the way that the narrative's structured now. While at the same time, technically speaking, the original release of Nier is also canon because of time loop shit. It's it's a little. There's a lot happening, I guess, is what I'm saying. But Nier Replicant is very good. So generally, the way that I would recommend it is to play the original release of Nier first. If you can get like a PS3, if you have a PS3 and you can get your hands on a PS3 version, I think copies of that are generally, like used copies of that are generally pretty reasonably priced. Like I see like Cheap Ass Gamer and Wario64 I think bring them up all the time as like you can get like a decently priced copy of the PS3 version if you've got a PS3. But the Xbox 360 version is backwards compatible on newer Xbox systems, and as such is available digitally through the Xbox Marketplace. So realistically, that's going to be the easiest way for you to get it. If you're not like me, who tracked down a disc version. So generally, original release of Nier, and then you play through endings A, B, either C or D. But an important thing to note, and it... As much as I would love to keep this as a, as like a secret, you know? Each Nier game has a particular ending that deletes your saves. It is thematically important that it does so. And you can always choose not to. I should actually... What is taking up space in my inventory right now? Hold on. Like, I've got, like, a lot in here. But, like... I feel like I definitely had a little bit more space than this. I had so much fucking shit. You got bait, you got blank orchestrion rolls, true. I got this 9S card, I should probably get rid of that. But original release Nier, if you can get your hands on it. And then Nier Replicant, which should be considerably easier to get your hands on. And then Nier Automata. And I would recommend... I've heard tell that the Switch version of Nier Automata is actually really good and really well put together. Why isn't this letting me sell my Triple Triad cards? I'm supposed to talk to the Triple Triad trader, right? I'm gonna go talk to this one. What the fuck? Have you not used the 9S card yet? I should have. Yeah. What the fuck? Is it because I'm in New Game Plus? Oh, fuck. It might be because I'm in New Game Plus. Certain functions aren't available in New Game Plus. And that might just be one of them. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to Stilltide. But yeah, I've heard that the Switch version of Nier Automata is actually, like, super well put together and really well optimized. And also has additional cosmetic items that you can't get in the original version. Sounds like I found my starting point. I would recommend playing either Gestalt. You can honestly I recommend Gestalt first, just because, like, there's a certain degree to which that helps you understand how much of an upgrade Replicant is. But that being said, playing either one of them before going into Automata is actually genuinely important. Like, Automata is pretty standalone. But there are elements in it that hit harder if you've played Gestalt or Replicant. What console can I get that on again? Gestalt you can get on either PS3 or any Xbox system after 360. Whether you can do 360 Xbox One or Xbox Series X if you have a disc, or you can do Xbox One, Series X, or Series S if you are okay getting it digitally. Replicant you can get on PS4, PS5, Xbox family of systems. And then Automata is on goddamn everything. You can get it PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch. They're also available on PC, but as I understand it, PC versions of Nier games are not particularly well optimized. Hey, everybody. Looking good, looking good. Very pro. PC is the only way I'm playing. Tragic. My laptop ain't built for that, so I'm a console. I'm a little surprised they haven't put Replicant on Switch yet, especially after, as I understand it, the Switch version of Automata did do really well. Ah, fuck. Nova's in an anime mood. Enjoy anime. I like Paradigm's Breach a lot because thus far, like, everything that we've fought has been, like, pretty strictly, like, automata stuff. But Paradigm's Breach is when we start getting into, like, replicant and gestalt things as well. Right. Yes, he still has internet problems. I'm so sorry. This, of course, is a pretty major boss from, near Replicant and Gestalt. Being the one that closes out, like, the first act of the game. I'm actually pretty proud of, like, how I tend to do in this particular raid, just because of, like, how many fucking times I've done it. It is a little funny, like, how quickly we melt some of these bosses, just, like... because of just, like, weapon power progression over time. Oop. Okay. Headband of Scouting. Do I have that yet? Yes. Pass. Oh, I definitely have these. Pass. Oop. Okay. I've found that people do, like, really appreciate it, especially when tanking, if you do kind of, like, call out this one in particular. Just kind of, like, saves time in terms of figuring out who's doing what. A little bit further. There we go. Especially given, like, the nature of this particular boss and just, like, the weird shit. Or, like, the various mechanics, I guess I should say. That you have to deal with it. Not necessarily weird shit. It's usually pretty comprehensible. Alright, what are you doing? Okay, you're doing upgraded shield, so let's put you this way. Oop. Okay. Whoop. That's rough, buddy. Over here. Let's turn you around. As long as they're, like, nominally far enough away from each other, it shouldn't matter if I don't take it to the edge. It would give a little bit more breathing room, I suppose, but... it's probably fine. feel my circle button getting stuck. I don't know what the deal with that is. Okay. I forget what like the range on this is. Oh, not terrible. What's the movement on these ones? Okay. Oop. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Probably good. Oh no, you need to get much further away. Come here. Oh shit. Right about here. Further away. Still too close. Come here. Thank you. I appreciate that the other tank here knows what they're doing. Because you'll notice they're doing the same thing that I was doing whenever Gretel would get the upgraded shield ability. Where they are turning them towards the rest of the Alliance. That's actually a pretty important part of the whole process. Mostly because it keeps it so that I want to say the reason for that is that like in the event that anyone like accidentally like throws out an AoE that could potentially hit them, it's not immediately reflected back at them. Wait for it, and here we go. I can't say that I can think of any immediate moments, like, at the very least, like, in recent history where I've ever had somebody who hasn't understood exactly the way that you're supposed to do this fight. But it has happened, to be sure. I think that's the closest I've ever gotten them, like, taken out at the same time. Just kind of greed. Trousers of striking. I've already got pass. Okay. But yeah, we appreciate someone who knows what they're doing. They changed the sound effects on the weird voices. I'm not sure. It kind of sounds like they did. Like, they sound different than I remember. Excuse me. Ha. Normally you'd want to, like, do any sort of, like, group of enemies. If it's more than if it's 3 or more people, you would want to use, like, AoE attacks. However, the 2P enemies at this particular area of the game, also, red girls. The Watchers dance. Don't worry about it. Very fun if the 2Ps are just perfectly spaced apart. The issue with the 2Ps is that they don't behave like normal enemies where they will, like, congregate around whoever they've got. Oof, bending, I beg you? What? It's been 3 days. Huh? You ready for day 4 of 30-minute queue times? Is this person also a gunbreaker? I think they might be. Oh, shit. Oop. I'm gonna stand right here. Ah, damn. That could have gone better. I don't deserve this bone stack. I'm just gonna use that as my defense for if anything ever goes wrong. Just like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve the consequences of my quences. Kind of bullshit that you would make me face the consequences of my actions, honestly. Yeah, y'all are gonna want to stay away from me. Now, the big question here is if this particular tank is doing a really good job, and I really appreciate them for that. The question here is going to be if they're going to respect cutscenes. Because I have done this, oh shit, hold on. Ooh, golly. Oh, did I get another Vuln stack? God damn it. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm doing real poorly. Yikes! Okay. It's fine. I got mitigation. I'll be alright. I'm usually better at the rotation. Boots of Fending. Okay. Large. Whoa. White woman jump scare. Oh, do I need to... Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. Okay, my Vuln stack is gone now, thankfully. I appreciate not having a Vuln stack. Wow! Fuck out of there. Less than ideal. But what are you gonna do? Oh shit, that's me. I don't know exactly... I always forget exactly how far this thing pushes you, so... Okay, I made a good decision. I'm really smart, is the thing. I'm really smart, very good at video games, and absurdly sexy, so... I'm basically perfect. I'm standing right here. Not moving out of that spot. Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe I will move out of the spot just a... Wow, fuck my life. Actually... Damn it. Oh, okay. Right here. Just kiss that fucking wall, baby. Alright, I gotta get this one ready. Take a look. Boots of aiming. Do I have those? I do not. Greed. I should have the healing one. Yeah, pass. But yeah, I've done runs of this where whoever was like, I don't know if it was like the main tank or was there's just somebody who is like particularly like overeager has activated the final boss. Time for the one Automata reference. Second Automata reference. The red girls are from Automata. They're also technically a Drakengard reference. I think that's, we gotta go wide. Yep. And then it's gonna do the one where we gotta come in close. Yep. I remember things. I remember things real good. And then I think it does the one that's just like raid wide no matter what. Nope. It just fucks off. I mean, that's cool. I didn't even want to have fun with you. Which one of these is this one? Okay, go wide. But also getting directly in front of this bad boy. Love how these two chumps, FF14. These two are chumps in FF14. Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm the main tank now. That's neat. I wasn't expecting that. At least I'm main tanking this one in particular. I think, yeah, Snowy Purin. I think that's their name? They're over at the other one. Ooh, fuck. Bullets. Okay. Try and get some Frito pie in here real quick. Oh. Okay. What will it take for these things to die and stay dead? Smile. Ah, the orb. It is considerably larger. It's normal and fine. So this is that whole Drakengard bit. Yeah. This is a Seed of Destruction, which is a major thing in the Drakengard series, yeah. The False Idol. Okay, let's get in there. Okay. On a lighter note, well, I miss you, Lila. I'm sorry that your internet is not behaving itself. You are a valued member of this team. Not miss calling my ASP again after this. Is this the one that's the focus on tanks? No, I don't think it was. Darker Node is the one I'm thinking of. I called 5 hours ago. I'm so sorry. On a lighter note. We've waited so long to throw these gates wide. What could you ever mean by that? Oh. Let the light in. Girl, I don't know. This place has not had... Oh shit, we've ended up in ending E of Drakengard 3. We whitewashed Japan. No! Oh, fuck. Oh, it's the Square Enix building. Whoops! It says SQE. That's fun. Excuse me. I gotta catch a train. Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna sound, just me. Alright, let's get salty. Who up whiting their chlorination? Oop. So I can call the ISP. Have fun. Alright, Lila. Sorry that it had to happen that way, but I appreciate the help you did give us. Like the Gundam? Yes. I always like, because the whole thing with, like, the ending E of Drakengard 1 is that, like, you have to, like, block the rings of magic summoned by, like, the sound of tolling bells. Finding out that, like, that tolling bell sound was, in fact, diegetic, and that everyone could hear it was buck wild. Like, that must have been fucking terrifying. I hear a sound. Oop. I think we're doing really well. When did I get a Vuln stack? What the hell? Oh, that might have been what happened. Something to that effect. I got hit by a bullet. God, I remember hearing that when Yoshi P was helping to develop this particular raid series, he originally wanted a single bullet hit to be like a party wipe. And I think they needed to talk him down from doing that. Just like, no, you can't do that. The bells came after a giant bell in the middle of the city. Oh, fuck. My life. Hold on. And we're just about done. Buzzinga. Mini bells came after Giant fell in the middle of the city. I'd already be scared. True. They should port Drakengard to the Nintendo Switch too. Probably not. I feel like Drakengard is a game that should probably get a remake. I don't think you should port Drakengard as it is. Well, no, that's not fair. Every game should be available in the form in which it was originally available. Already got these. Don't have this, I'll grade that. Pretty sure I got that. Gloves of Scouting? I'll grade that. And we're done. Away. We can't let it keep opening. Back me up here, 2B. We're doing computer programs at it. Hack the planet. Oh, hey, Anog. What are you doing? I'll help you. From the other side. Take care of Kanak. Wait, but aren't we on the other side? Let's not worry about that right now. Anyways, I love how little this story makes sense if you pay attention to the near bits and ignore the part where it's about dwarves and the human asterisk condition. They'll probably be fine. So is the real world another shard, or is it just white Tokyo? Alert. 2B and 9S vital systems offline. Save data found in memory regions. Initiating playback. This is Yorha Unit 2B. Recording. We discovered that our enemies, the white-clothed androids, the tower, that colossal girl, came from that white orb, as did 9S and I. It's a gate between worlds, and its purpose is to destroy this one. As long as 9S and I are on this side, it can never be closed. We have to go. But we'll save the memories of our reunion, and of the time we spent in this world with you. Some things are just too precious to lose. So, thank you. Playback ended. I just found it on my desk. Oh, well, shit. Okay. Just fucking leave me alone here, why not? I'm eating it, I'm hungry. Good for you. Hey, Chief. So, I'm not 100% sure what happened. Lolly, that scared the shite out of me, ho! Goodbye, TB. The world, Red Lips, Laminsa, Aetheryte Plaza, and the Quicksands will remember you always. Tower just up and disappeared. Sort of folded in on itself in the blink of an eye. Glad to see that you're safe, though. Nominally safe. Hello. Yeah, alright. It takes a village. Relieved as he is that you and Kanog are safe, the dig site chief wishes to know of Anog's fate. It's complicated. So, what happened in there? Bunny bunny banoi. Bunny bun bunny bun bunny bun dundee bun. Well, I won't pretend I understood half of that. Can't say that metaphysics is my area of expertise. Still, I knew that those androids in white and their weird orb were trouble. And you're saying that you gave them what for, so they won't be coming back, which is good, right? Smile, bunny. Glad to hear it. Thanks for risking your neck for us. Where's Anog, though? And your android friends, for that matter. Seems like they should have come back with you. I'm sorry. No, she... But why? It just don't seem fair. I was holding out hope, you know? That everyone would be fine and life would go back to normal. Motherfucker, this is a Nier storyline. Why in the goddamn would you think that? I should have known better, sure, but... Someone will need to tell the villagers. Again. As for Kanog, can you speak with him? I managed to talk him out of running back in there as soon as he woke up, but this might be better coming from you. Or maybe I'm just a coward. Uh-huh. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Again, there's like an alternate version of this that airs more on the side of like... airs more on the side of the way that like a Final Fantasy XIV plotline would play out, where like... people are willing to accept loss or make the right decisions after, like, needing to just, like, they have, like, their rough patch, but then, like, they ultimately make the correct decision, or we're able to kind of, like, sort things out by, like, talking through, like, this, that, or the other thing. And the fact that, like, there's so many moments in this where it's just, like, you kind of look at it and just, like, this is how this should have played out if we were in, like, the main game. And then you kind of have to be like, but we're not in the main game. We're in the Nier crossover. So, unfortunately, that ain't how it's gonna happen. Hey, big guy. You're back! But where's everyone else? Bunny, bunny, banani, banani, banoy, bunny, bunny, bum, bum, bunny, bunny, bum, 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 bunny, bunny, bunny. Oh, camera's tilting. No, she can't be gone. She wouldn't leave me forever. Because if she did, there'd be no one left to... Bunny, bunny, bunny. She gave you a letter. A letter? From Anog? Kanog, I've been to another world. I've seen it. What does she mean? The world, they're constructs? That's hardly a reason to run off on her own. She could have... I would have... I have something I need to do, so... That watch belongs to the chief's wife. I found it when I was clearing rubble earlier. It was broken by... I went ahead and fixed it. She'd probably like it back, so can you give it to the chief for me? Wouldn't they be happier if you delivered it yourself? I can't. I need to... Never mind. I'm sorry. Okay. I appreciate all that you've done for us. If only I was as strong as you are. Bunny Bunny Bun. What? In an MSQ cutscene, that would have been enough to convince him to go with you. Yep. But we're not in MSQ. We're in the near crossover. Maybe someday. Alright, Magic Conch. Okay. Chief! How did it go? Something for the missus. Yeah, here you go. Wicked White. We thought this was gone for good. She'll be glad to have it back. It's all she has left of her parents. Why didn't Kana come in person, though? He must know we'd want to thank him. Bunny, 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 bunny. No. Not him, too. Oh. And he gone. Seems that you once again have cause to comfort a distraught dwarf. Okay, here we go again. Right back in there. He left a letter of farewell. He's gone. I wish I could have done something. Anything. We've lost them both, and it's our own fault. We drove them to this. This can't be right. What is right in the end? I don't know, but this ain't it. The villagers need to understand that we can't keep on like this. They might be better listeners now that they don't have to live in fear anymore. They can believe that's the case, that is. Would you mind sticking around? It'll seem more credible coming from the both of us. I'm here for as long as you need me. Hey, do you think we did this story with the dwarves specifically because they don't have facial expressions and all look the same? Kind of like the machines in Automata? Oh, there's an idea. I knew you would be. You're always willing to do what needs doing. I'm ready to do my part. Wait here. Oh, okay. Bro, we are waiting. Like, it's maybe just Yokotaro seeing a bunch of weird little dudes and pointing at the screen excitedly. Could be. Sup, fuckers? Now that you're all here, I have an important announcement. Igeld has put an end to those machines and their plot. That means the danger's past, but more importantly, that it's time we look to the future. We'll need to come together. Hold your iron, frogs. Even if those things are gone, this ain't over. Culprit needs to be brought to justice. How can you expect people to move forward if we don't set an example? That's right. We want to see consequences. Death! Mutilation! What? Do you really? Seems like maybe they do. We need to talk them down or we'll never get anywhere with this. Bloodthirsty bastards. You should have been watching the stream, idiots. True. Their own fault, really. Okay, you stupid fuckers. Hurry up and punish someone already. Can't force one person to shoulder the blame for all of this. Some things are bigger than all of us, Glag. Folk will never accept that. Just ain't a satisfying conclusion. The most prudent course is to cooperate with Glag and rid the village of the guilty party. Then everything will be as it was. Is it really prudent to follow harm with cruelty? If it weren't, Glag wouldn't have suggested it. He's the elder. He knows how these things work. If not, then... No. Don't be ridiculous. Justice should be swift and decisive, I say. Nothing so satisfying as the headman's axe coming down. And if it comes down on the wrong person... At least we'll be able to put this mess behind us. Forget the whole thing. I can't think about it anymore. I just can't. Forget I said anything. I'm not going to. That's kind of fucking weird that you'd say that, man. All we need is 1 or 2 people to take the blame, and the rest of us can go back to our normal lives. Are you planning to volunteer? Why should I? I've done nothing wrong. No, not a single thing. I'm right. You'll see. You'll all see. The sooner we do away with the culprit, the sooner we can all relax. You know I'm right. Glag thinks so too. Blame could just as easily fall on someone you love. Ha! That ploy won't work with me. I don't have anyone to worry about. No family, no friends, no lovers. I don't have anyone. Ha ha. It's better this way, trust me. You do trust me, right? No! What the fuck would I trust? Are you kidding? I don't trust a goddamn one of you. I only need to do what Glag says, right? Then he won't blame me. And whatever happens, it won't be my fault. No, this is a choice you must make yourself. But then it'll be my responsibility. No matter what happens, someone else should be the one. You don't understand. I can't be held accountable. Well, they've settled down a bit at least. Thanks for that. Still sober, eh? Then I'll ask. What do you reckon we should do? Stop this before it's too late. Maybe the outsider's right. We'll never agree on who should take the blame for the attack, which means the real problem is... Glag! It's just... No, you goddamn... You motherfuckers! Are you an idiot? I did feel a lot more confident before he started telling us to listen to other perspectives. No, that's not... He's been trying to turn us against each other, but he's the elder here. Shouldn't he have seen our village's fire and destruction by skybound machines coming? This is the opposite of what you should be doing. I'm gonna eat some fucking Frito pie. Hold on. No, he's onto something. He explicitly is not. I got gluten-free matzo sticks. Nice. What? No! No one could have foreseen this. No matter how wise they are, or how hard they try, no one's right every time. We've all made mistakes here. Believe me. Anog, Kanog, Glag, the whole lot of you. And me. All of us. We failed each other. Alas, there he goes again. Oh god, he left me with all of you. Are my ears going, or am I being insulted left and right? Sounds like someone who's super Sounds like someone who's super... Sounds like something someone who's super guilty would say, IMO. Now that's just cowardly. Well, don't let him get away. What? Me? A mistake? Never. Now what? If doing nothing is just as wrong, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad to make my own choices. You're all goddamn idiots. I'm leaving. These fucking people. Jellicles can and jellicles do. Jellicles do and jellicles can. Hey, big guy. How's it hanging? Like a horse, I hope. Lally, sorry you had to see that, ho. I may not be cut out for public speaking. I won't give up on putting Comra back together, though. Whatever way I can. I don't know what we should have done, but there's nothing for it but to try and do better. Day by day, moment by moment. Day by day, moment by moment. I admit, I feel better knowing you'll be around. Pardon me. Oh, hey. You. Which one are you again? Oh, you're the Doomsaying one. I was thinking about what you said, and I realize I probably haven't been the most helpful. I wouldn't say you're the least helpful. I'm choosing to try harder from now on. So, if you need another pair of hands... I do like that it's the Doomsaying dwarf that is the first one to volunteer. You're more than welcome to join us. Oh, I'd say we're all past due for a little breather after all that's happened. Take a rest. Chief's orders. Understood. I'll be just over here then, with my thoughts. Yes, not a problem. He's a little odd, but he's got spirit. I look forward to putting the both of you to work. At your earliest convenience, of course. Hey. So, what follows this quest is a, I forget if it's like by weeks or by days, but it's a series of like, you have to show up here, do like a daily quest, and then eventually, it's weekly? Okay, you show up here, you do a weekly quest, and it progresses the story. Thankfully, New Game Plus doesn't make you wait week by week. While some things can be salvaged, others need to be bought, so it's good that we have our glib friend here helping to bring in coin. Lolly, thanks again for offering to help us rebuild our village, ho. What did you just call me? So are you rested and ready to begin the work? No time to like the present. Wonderful. Can't tell you how reassuring it is to have you with us. Now, to begin with, we need to discuss how we're going to tackle our task. You can join our nervous friend over there. I'll be along after I see to some preparation. Whoop, and he's gone. The bulk of the, like, major stuff for this particular storyline is done at this point, but we've got a little bit of work to do before we get to the ending of it. Ah, it's come! My doom has come! Doom! Oh, it's just you. Sorry, force a habit. So, is it time to rebuild, that is? Yeah, dog. Everyone's here? Good, let's get right to it. I have an idea that I want to run by the two of you. In order to rebuild, we're going to need lots of supplies and willing hands. Either which we have a whole heap of at the moment. Then I thought, what if we availed ourselves of the technology used by the machines? Hold on. Feels like one of my fingers really needs to pop, but I can't get it to. With the wealth of parts they left behind, we have all the materials we need to rebuild and upgrade our automata to do the work. Not only would it be practical, since we'd be using the force behind our destruction for our salvation, it's also poetic. For your part in this, Igeld, I'd ask that you venture into the tunnels and gather those items what might be useful. But okay. Whatever you find, you can bring to our friend here, and we'll examine the objects and see how they might be put to use. Uh-huh. That's about it. So what do you think? Sounds like a plan. Good, good. With this, the rebuilding can finally commence. We'll prove to everyone that you can't keep us dwarves down. Except maybe with copious amounts of grog. That's been an issue historically. Well, I'd best be getting back to my post. Without someone breathing down their necks, our miners are liable to stand around with their thumbs up their arses. If you have any questions, you can direct them at our friend here. Between you and me, we're probably doomed to fail, but if it's going to happen anyway, there's no point in delaying it. That's to say, if you're ready to begin, then so am I. That's a can-do attitude of a type, I suppose. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available for the doomsaying dwarf in Comra. Lend your aid and help the dwarves of Comra to rebuild their home. Again, we're not going to need to do anything weekly. Thankfully. Well, something... Oh, wait, no, he already said that. Are you? No. We basically just skipped to, like, the big story beat quests. Lolly, you'll never believe this, Ho Igeld. Something's arrived at the village for you. From Konog. Looks to be some kind of technological what's-it. See this gold pattern here? I haven't the faintest how you'd read it, though. This portable archive the siblings built should do the trick. I should have said I have the thingamabob for the job. Ah, so you just wave this archive at it. Well, there you go. Feel free to check it at your leisure. Thanks, man. You know, might be as Konog's up and left the village, but the fact that he's still keeping in touch gives me hope that he hasn't given up on us yet. So I'll keep doing what I can. I'll keep working to change this village into a place that Konog would want to return to. We got lots of mountains to climb, and it's going to take a lot of time, but bit by bit, with your help, I'm sure we'll get there. Smile. Uh-huh. You obtain a message from Konog. The message can be viewed in your portable archive, which is available under Collection in the Duty section of the main menu. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Message from Konog 1. Dear Igeld, I hope this message finds you. I'm going on a journey to learn the secrets of the White Spheres for myself. Maybe some of them will be of use to you. I'll keep a record just in case. Konog. Lolly, just the sinner I've been looking for, ho. Now remember, these are like several weeks apart from each other. Another one of those recording devices has arrived from Konog. Seems the lad has more that he wants to say to you. Here. But it's also very funny to consider, like, just receiving these all at once. When you have a moment, be sure to see what's on it. Hey. You there! Hubba? Oh, it's Glag. Yes, the two of you. What are you doing, talking and nodding suspiciously? What are you up to? Nothing? You're conspiring to take over the village, aren't you? Just like those murderous machines. But huh? What am I... What did I just... my head... Dog, you good? Something's not right with Glag. It's not quite the same sort of not right what follows a few too many casks of ale. Well, whatever it is, it's nothing you need to worry about. I'll take care of it. Now then, is there something else you needed? How's the rebuilding coming along? I still don't know what the deal with Glag is in this. I never really put that together. Well, excuse me. You, what do you want? You're here to mock us. Have done with it and leave us be. Yeah, which one are you again? Oh, you're the dour one. No, I'm not here to mock you. On the contrary, I want to join you. I'm usually not one to get involved, preferring to observe from a safe distance while making the occasional comment to remind people of my presence. But seeing how hard you've been working for the village, I couldn't help but want to make myself useful for a change. Well, we can certainly use all the help we can get. What say you, Igald? Shall we welcome him to the crew? I don't see why not. Bunny bun. Thank you. I'm certain you won't regret it. That remains to be seen. I love how happy the doomsaying dwarf is. See his buddy. After that strangeness with Glag, I wasn't sure what to expect from our dour friend, but it sure wasn't an offer to have help. Anyway, I'll find a moment to talk with the fellow about our plans, and when he's managed to settle in, you ought to have a word with him too. But to answer your earlier question, there's nothing we need for you right now. There's nothing we need you for right now. Only a matter of time before we call on you again, though, so kick your feet up while you can. Okay. A weekly quest which continues the story is now available from the Dire Dwarf of Comra. Something, their home. This is a portable archive. You got a message from Kanog. Let's look at the message. Dear Igald, I forgot to mention, I brought a pod with me. It assures me that the spheres came from a different world and their purpose is to invade others by duplicating the machine life forms. It's weird to think that, to someone, ours is the other world. Kanog. That is weird. Now then, think up a sales pitch that will excite the masses. Lally, doubtless you've already guessed, Ho, but another recording device has arrived from Kanog. Here. What did you call me? Oh, thank you. As far as I can tell, he's sending them at regular intervals. What could the boy be up to? I don't know. Ebbe? I could ask you the same. What devious scheme are you plotting? Well, whatever it is, you won't succeed. This is my village, and I'm not letting you have your way with it. Bro, what? Huh? Why did I say that? Why did I feel so angry? Forget I said anything. Again, I don't know what the deal is here. As you can see, Glag's still behaving strangely. When I tried talking to him earlier, he all but told me to bugger off. On the face of it, you'd assume he takes exception to what I did at the meeting, but this is a little too strange. At any rate, this is my problem to deal with, not yours. You just focus on doing your part for the cause, eh? Okay. You obtained a message from Kanog. Message can be viewed at the portable archive. Did you know? You can view a message in a portable archive. This is the third one. Dear Igald, I found out that 2B and 9S accessed the spheres before this all started, which is why they knew about the machine lifeforms' plans to take over our world. They added their own data to that of the machine lifeforms when copies were being made, like some sort of technological virus, apparently, so that they could come here and stop the machines. They were our allies, from beginning to end. Kanog. More dialogue. Lally ho there, Lolly ho there ho, Igald. You'll be pleased to hear another recording device has arrived. Cool. Oh, hi again, Glag. I know what you're up to. Oh yes, I can see through your ruse. The other part of, like... The other funny part of doing this in New Game Plus isn't just, like, the idea of just, like, oh, all of Connaug's messages arrive at once. It's that Glag is coming in, being super aggro, having a headache, wandering off, coming back in, and just, like, doing it over and over and over again. Like, all within the span of, like, half an hour. I know what you're up to. Oh yes, I can see through your ruse. You pretend to be a friend while spreading vile rumors about me behind my back. Well, you're not going to drive me out of my own village. I'd rather die beardless and dry, you hear me? Beardless and dry! Dog, what are you talking about? What am I doing? He needs some milk. Although you might want to just give him a white Russian. What would they even call that here? A white Verbertian? I don't know. Well, it seems the visit I played Glag the other day backfired. Hard to tell if trying to reach out to him is better than not doing anything. Well, that's enough about Glag. Let's talk about cheerier things. Owing to everyone's hard work, the village is starting to look like itself again. It has had the effect of inspiring another one of us to volunteer to help. The fellow's been wanting to speak with you, so let me call him over. Oi! Igald's here if you wanted a word. So I don't think we ever get a solid answer. Yeah, probably not. Chief. Igald. Decisive dwarf. First name decisive, last name dwarf. I've always believed that our actions speak for us, and I've always respected them as dared to make things happen rather than sitting around. But sitting around's what I've been doing while you labor to rebuild our village. Made me ashamed of myself. I want to help too, if you'll have me. Whatever problems we may have had in the past, having more comrades can only be a good thing. We'll let them join us, of course. Yeah, dog. Bunny bunny. But my suspicion with Glag is that his fucked up mood swings were like a side effect of the world merging fuckery. Twoo! Probably. He's got that red eye shit going on. Glad we're on the same page. Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm ready to get to work. Just tell me what you need me to do. I need you to go over there with the other two. I'll start by having a chat with the fellow and see how he can contribute to the cause. Look at the buddies. Perhaps you can look in on him later. I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing from you. I want to think he also might have been used as a gateway for the first White Sphere, so that technically it's his fault, but there's zero evidence. Twoo. Weekly quest rebuild their home. You've received a message from Connaug. Portable archive. Check it out. When is the fourth one? Oh, bye, Hazel. Dear Igald, the White Spheres have ties to 2B and 9S's world, which is almost inconceivably advanced. I found that data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods, and even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What does it mean? I need to know. Connaug. Like, if his swings are evidence of the red girls fucking with his head to open the gate. Yeah. It isn't enough to just take action. I see that now. I'll strive to be someone who strives for others, just like you. Give me another one, buddy. Lolly, yet another recording device has arrived, ho. What did you call me? Whatever Connaug's up to, as long as he keeps sending these, we can assume he's safe and well. Anyway, here you go. Thanks, man. Oh, it's Doomsaying Dwarf. I thought you were Glag for all of 2 seconds. Chief? Can I speak with you for a moment? Sure, what is it? It's Glag. I ran into him just now, and he was behaving oddly. Just when you think he's angry, he suddenly bursts into tears, and the next thing you know, he's talking with you like you're an old friend. He's been that way since the meeting. I'll sort him out, so don't worry. Thanks for bringing me word, and let me know if you notice anything else. Okay. I'm gonna wander off now. Seems Glag's condition isn't common knowledge yet. It's only a matter of time if it continues to worsen like it seems to be doing. Sorry, I'm saying all this out loud, but it's not your problem to deal with. Just stay focused on the rebuilding. That's how you'll best help us. Okay. You obtained a message from Konog. Let's check it out. This is the 5th one, maybe? Right? Dear Aigeld, I knew it all along, really. I knew that Anog was dead, and that thing with me only looked like her. But being with her, whatever she was, it kept me alive. It made me want to go on living. If the spheres can create anything, rebuild it in our world, then surely they can grant me this. Konog. I don't know about that one, Chief. No, not you, Chief. Konog, Chief. I mean, Konog's not the Chief. Well, that's concerning. For sure. Things are looking much better. Lolly, we've done it, Ho Aigeld. We've restored Comra to the way it was. This calls for grog. Lots of it. Smile. Uh-huh. But before I drink myself silly, I should put this in surer hands. It's another recording device from Konog. After all this time, we still don't know where the lad is, but I hope he'll return soon so we can marvel at the fine work we've done with our village. Speaking of returning, could you come with me, Aigeld? There's something else I wanted to tell you. Okay. Doesn't Konog have a journal somewhere in Gate Town? Some days ago, Glag suddenly vanished from the village. I rounded up a crew of my miners, and together we set out to find him. His trail led us deep into the machine's base, inside the crater, to the place where we encountered that strange white orb. It was there that we found Glag, lying face down and unmoving. We rushed to his aid, but before we could so much as roll him over, he got up and proceeded to walk off in the direction of the village, as if we weren't there. As if nothing had happened. Since then, Glag's been back to his normal self, as far as anyone can tell at any rate. We've no idea what brought him on those bursts of strange behavior. Perhaps the man just had too much to drink. Perhaps it was something else. Whatever it was, we've decided to keep things quiet and leave well enough alone. You're one of the few privy to the situation, so I thought I should let you know how it ended. I also want to thank you again. You truly have a beard of gold, Aigeld, and we wouldn't have been able to rebuild our village without you. The way I see it, this place is as much your home as it is ours. So no matter where you go, know that there will always be a tankard of ale waiting here for you. Thank you. See, like every time someone goes to that spot in the crater, something fucked up happens to them related to like cloning, possession, etc. You obtain a message from Konog. I would like to read the message from Konog. For as long as I can remember, it's been just the two of us. Hardly anyone ever bothered to be kind to us, but we always had each other. When I was with Anog, there was nothing to fear. What my sister wanted most was to get revenge on the world that had done this to us. I can't accept that the world got her first. I won't. Well, that's concerning. Whence the heart leads. Your work restoring Comra to its former glory may be finished, but the dig site chief's not quite done with you yet. You can't read ye message from Konog. Lally, I can't thank you enough, ho. What'd you just call me? Comra is looking like its old self again. Better, if we're honest. You can't see that for yourself, though, so let me tell you something you don't know. You can see that for yourself, though. So let me tell you something you don't know. I hear that automata of dwarven make have been spotted about Yulemoor of late. Signature frog motif and all. Now, where would those city folk have gotten their hands on artisanry like that? We certainly haven't been peddling them to outsiders. Or you aside. I can think of one dwarf who might be, though. One with the right skills and little else to his name. Oh. If it is Konog, well, I have a lot to say to him. I'm sorry, for starters. And it'd be nice if you could see how far we've come. The new Comra. Welcome back, Zilla. How was anime? I like to think you'd be happy here. Uh-huh. Anyway, seeing as you're the worldly sort, I doubt you'll have too much trouble picking up his trail in Yulemoor. Just let me know what you find. You missed some fucked up shit. You sure did. Oh, hey guys. The little changes we make in ourselves can lead to big changes around us. Ain't no greater proof of that than what we achieved with our village. Everyone's happy that we've restored the village, but if you ask me, we've improved it. Might be as we've rebuilt our village, but our work's far from over. No, this place is our home. It falls to us to look after it. That's okay. I'm sure more will happen eventually. Surprisingly, I think most of the fucked up shit is gone. True. Well, we got one more weird thing to happen. So I watched Cats 2019 today. And, wow. What a goddamn movie. So, the reason that I watched Cats 2019 is because there's a YouTuber that I follow named Sideways who, like, 6 years ago when the movie initially came out, put out a video about how the music in Cats is worse than you think it is. Going into detail of how it fucks up, like, narrative themes, as well as just, like, the way that Tom Hooper is, like, a hack who should not be allowed near musicals. And I was rewatching that the other day. And it goes back and forth between clips of the 2019 Cats and the recording of a Cats performance from 1998. They even fucked up the themes of memory. They did, though they didn't fuck up the song itself, which I'll get to in a second. And in watching it, I was just like, God, I really want to watch Cats. I've actually seen Cats live before. I think I saw it in Montreal on a school trip once. Way back when I was in high school. And it's a fun show. Fun show, fun music, fun performances. Now the unfortunate bit is that the recording of the 1998 show. Y'all went out of state? Yowza. When I was in high school, I was in band. And what they had every 2 years was they had like a big trip where we would go to like a competition. So the first year was Montreal, and then the third year that I was in band, we went to New York. And it was kind of, there's this weird phenomenon that I feel like happened while I was in school, that just like, as I went through school, the quality of things in the school got worse. Which the best way that I can think of to sort of quantify that is that when I started out in high school, um, there were video announcements. Like, the morning announcements were done by, like, broadcast with, like, seniors in, like, the video class doing the morning announcements. But then as I went through school, and then, like, they would also show off just like, oh, hey, here's something that we did a previous year with, like, a bunch of the seniors. We did, when I was in with, like, in band, when I was in, like, the percussion section, there's like, here's something we did in a previous year with the whole percussion section, where we did this whole bit where, like, we played on, like, PVC pipes and did a whole number with that. And then just kind of, like, as the years went on, it seemed like that stuff became less and less common. Like, we stopped doing, like, video broadcast morning announcements. It ended up just being announcements using the PA system. There was less... what's the word I'm looking for? Excitement at the idea of doing something cool for, like, the big percussion performance. And I don't really know what happened, if I'm being entirely honest. I don't know if it was, like, a systemic thing, or where it was just like, because the principal that we had was kind of an abject bastard who only gave a shit about sports. But only the boy sports, it should be noted. I remember, because my sister was in cheerleading, and I remember there was one year that the principal, who was also the high school football coach, basically forbade the football team from going to one of the forbade the high school football team from going to one of the cheerleading competitions. Because he was a sexist dick, you see. And what ended up happening is that I think one of, like, a bunch of the younger football teams, in protest, went to the cheerleading competition to support the cheerleaders instead. Most interesting school trip I went on was for my tourism business class, and they sent us to a NASCAR track. We were there an entire 20 minutes to ride the bus around the track. I don't recall us being talked to by anyone. Then we went home for another 4-hour drive. Yeesh. My high school football team won exactly 3 games my entire school tenure. Anyways, I got a brand new football stadium. Yeah, kind of a similar thing in our regard. But I don't know if it was just, like, a systemic issue with just, like, the principal making, like, budgetary decisions and stuff like that, like, just based on, like, his own, like, biases and shit like that, or if just kind of, like, as various generations of high schoolers went on, we just kind of cared less and less, you know? I really don't have any way of knowing for sure. Though I feel like it is probably a systemic thing, because I'm sure there would have been a way to encourage us a lot more if we had, like, leadership at that school who gave a shit about the arts, you know? My school only ever made money off the football team, like, a lot of money, the sponsorships and all that. My brother was on the state champion soccer team. We did not have a soccer field. Yeah, it's... the priorities of, like, school systems are so fucked up. Anyways, cats. So, there's 2 major releases of Cats, of course. There's the professional recording of the 1998 stage show. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . And then there is football is big in Texas. Football coaches are money laundering schemes, right? Cat. I remember I grew up in Massachusetts, which I mean, New England is also kind of a big sports area, as you could probably guess. Um, and then of course there's the 2019 movie. Guess which one of those I have better access to? Like I would have to buy a copy. Like if I didn't want to go through the whole like yo ho ho process, which piracy is bad, kids. Wink wink. I turned off winking on my avatar. Then I would have to buy the 1998 recording of Cats. But 2019 Cats is on Netflix. So I sat down and I watched the 2019 Cats. Now this is the second time I've actually tried to watch it. The first time I lost interest really quickly. But today, it was just like, I had it fresh in my mind because, like, I was thinking back just like, oh man, the clips from the stage play and that video, I was just like, touch me, it's so easy to leave me. And it's just like, oh man, that gets, like, I'm fucking hype as shit. And the only outlet that I have is to watch 2019 Cats. And oh man, that movie sucks ass. Oh god. If I never watch another movie with Rebel Wilson or James Corden in it, I think it'll be too soon. Anytime that they decided, oh, let's cut back to Rebel Wilson or James Corden doing something silly, I, like, cursed the fact that I was given senses to experience the world with. Skimbleshanks was a bit of a banger, though. Like, okay. So, Tom Hooper should never be allowed to direct another musical ever again in his life. Like, baseline. Right? But even in Les Mis, there were a handful of moments where the fucking stars aligned and everything just worked. Basically anytime Eddie Redmayne was on screen, which is wild to think about because I think that was his first time doing a musical anything ever? Like, he's not exactly known for musicals, and he killed it in every number he had in that movie. Like, bar none. I heard the Australian run of the show is quite good. But there's a handful of numbers in the Les Mis movie where it's just like everything congeals to the point of like working, you know? Tragically, none of those moments involve Russell Crowe or Hugh Jackman, which is so weird considering they're like two individuals in that movie that have really well-known musical chops. Like, Russell Crowe had an entire, like, musical career, and Hugh Jackman was known for musicals before he was ever Wolverine. My name is Georges Valjean, and I'm Georges Vert. Do not forget my name. Do not forget my name. Do not forget me. Too fort. Sorry. Make me a sandwich. Nom nom nom. I'm supposed to be here in Yulmore, right? Yeah, I gotta go upstairs. And quite frankly, Cats is kind of the same way, where there's like a handful of moments where everything just kind of happens to come together, and it works pretty well, honestly. It could have been the difference in recording environment. I mean, like, I know where I did stage stuff, I had to project differently from when I was, like, at home. Well, actually, I believe the running theory is that both Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe had, like, vocal trainers, but the vocal trainers would change. They had multiple vocal trainers who all had, like, different opinions on, like, the best way to perform. And because of that, like, because of that, what's the word I'm looking for? Inconsistency. You ended up with them, like, really just kind of, like, not performing at their best. Keep in mind, I never saw Les Mis. It's okay. Like I said, there's moments in that movie where, like, things come together really well. I would say there's more moments where things come together well in Les Mis than things come together well in Cats. But, like, Cats, Jason Derulo's number is a lot of fun. Rum Tum Tugger. Skimbleshanks is a fucking banger. I heard I Dreamed a Dream was phenomenal. I Dreamed a Dream is phenomenal in spite of itself. Because, like, okay. So Tom Hooper's whole thing with Les Mis is that it's a live recording when they're filming. Like, they're not recording the song in a studio and then lip syncing when they're on set. They are recording what is being sung on set. Which means that you've got the actors doing their acting stuff while they're singing. And you've got all sorts of footage of them, like, glazing the whole idea. Like, Hugh Jackman in particular, is talking about how, like, yeah, you know, normally when, like, you sing it, like, in a booth, you'd be singing it in one particular way. But if you're singing it in the moment, you can kind of, then it's informed by, like, what you're doing at that time. And it's just, like, the concept is interesting. But then, like, you really get into it, and it's just, like, you're kind of not accounting for all sorts of things. Like, there were times that in order for him to, like, get into like, when he starts at the beginning of the movie as Javert and he's just getting out of prison, he has to look broken and destitute. And to do that, he had to dehydrate himself, which is dangerous if you're trying to sing. And then, like, with I Dreamed a Dream specifically, what has been pointed out is that for a good portion of that, Anne Hathaway is sitting down, which is not ideal for singing, because you can't get, like, a full breath the same way that you would be if you were standing up. That being said, Anne Hathaway, Russell Crowe, and Hugh Jackman have all performed their pieces off-set, like in, like, awards shows, on the press circuit, and evidently, whenever they've done their performances off-set, they've actually been pretty good. Like, it's incredible to think that it's just, like, it's the conditions on set where they're being forced to, like, do acting that is causing these performances to be anything less than perfect. God, there's another one. I don't know the name of the song, but there is a bit later on where in Les Mis there's a song where whoever's playing Javert needs to sing quietly, but needs to sing a high note. And it is a number that is intended, if you wanted to flex on someone with your ability as a singer, you sing this song. Because generally when you want to hit a high note, usually most people, they go loud. But if you want to show how good you are at being like a musical performer, you go high and quiet. And the intention is that he's supposed to be like praying kind of like privately, so he's trying to be quiet. And in the movie, Hugh Jackman just kind of belts it out. Oh, I might need to see if Anne Hathaway's performance Offset is on YouTube somewhere. I would imagine it is. I'm pretty sure she's performed it elsewhere, and it's been really good. But yeah, Cats. Jason Derulo does a really good job. His number's really fun. Jason Derulo. Skimbleshanks is a fucking banger. Like, I think the tap dancing in that number, I think helps it out a lot. That video by Sideways brings up that like one of the major issues is because they're doing like a live recording. The way that they're doing the live recording is that the music is following the singer and not the singer following the music. So it's causing like issues where like the tempo of the song is getting fucked up in the process because the singer isn't singing on tempo. But Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat has a running kind of like undercurrent of tap dancing. So it's kind of got this almost like built-in metronome into the performance itself, which helps kind of like keep it like on, if you'll excuse the pun, on track. And then on the topic of moments where everything comes together, holy fucking shit. Jennifer Hudson gave Memory everything she had. And I have to respect it. I teared up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it hit me. Like, yes, the movie on the whole fucks up, like, the thematic importance of Memory. And, like, the way that Grisabella is treated by the other cats, and like how that's all supposed to inform one thing to another thing, etc., etc. But oh man, she did not fuck up that performance. Listen, if you were in Cats and you were tasked with singing Memory, you best put your whole pussy into it. I'm not forgiving that pun. Thousand Years Dungeon. And I know, like, Sideways' video was very critical of the way that they handled Gus the Theater Cat, where Ian McShane is doing, like, almost like a spoken word kind of thing. I kind of liked it a little bit, though, personally. Listen, that movie, like, really kind of fucked up the bar that it needed to clear really early on by giving me both Rebel Wilson and James Corden within the first half of the movie. So you'll forgive me if, like, I'm willing to accept anything so long as those two are not on fucking screen. I thought it was funny how Taylor Swift showed up to give everybody crack. No. Yeah, no, Memory is definitely one of those songs where it's just like, if you fuck this up, it's over for you. More or less. Like, same thing with, like, Gravity and Wicked, you know? Like, if you're in Wicked and you have to sing Defying Gravity, like, oh man, you gotta hit that ground. You gotta hit the ground fucking running for that. Okay, let's finish up, because I do got to wrap up here soonish. You don't hit the ground running, though. Not if you're defying gravity. True! I've got gold. I've got jewels. I've got gold-plated jewels. What? The fuck are you talking about? Not interested in my wares. Pity. I did see a dwarf in black, though. Yes, odd little fellow. Came on one of those GOG contraptions. Not quite to my personal taste, but a rare find, to be sure. He placed an order, as well. Paid in advance. Say, if you're looking for the chap anyway, would you save me some time and take it to him? Sure, man. You mentioned that he was sleeping down in the derelicts. Odd lad, as I said. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the place, but fortunately he drew a map to his preferred hovel. Thanks, bro. Still need to watch Wicked, but man, the products and branding are everywhere, and it's like weirdly putting me off for the time being from watching it. The first movie's pretty fun. And also, world's sexiest cat boy is in it. Not as a cat boy, though. As a regular boy. You mean Idris Elba? I don't think Idris Elba's actually in that movie. Wait just a little longer, Anog. With the machine's technology, I can bring you back. I will. This is a joke about cats. Yeah, no, I know it's a joke about cats. I'll make it work. I will. I will. I mean, Idris Elba was a cat at some point, and he is handsome. Well, no, because People's Sexiest Man of 2025 was Jonathan Bailey, who has been in the Wicked movies. He was in Jurassic World Rebirth. He's on Bridgerton. But most importantly, he is the voice of Graha motherfucking Tia from Final Fantasy XIV. He's the red-haired cat boy who we had to perform the firmware update on at the end of the last chunk of MSQ we did. I can't. I can't. I'm not good enough. Never good enough. I can't. Look, I can't do this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if this was an MSQ quest, he would figure it out. But it's not an MSQ quest. I can't live in a world without you. I just can't. Hey girl, hey. You're such a crybaby. Anog? The one and... Well, suffice to say that I'm back. Thanks to your hard work and my innate genius, of course. Anog, I have nowhere to go. I'm all alone. That was before. You have me now. That's a primal, baby. And don't you dare say we have nowhere to go. There's a whole world waiting for us, Konog. What? Come again? Their little waddle. Percent allied Anog versus Konog. This is the moment earlier on where we have to choose whether to go with Anog or Konog when exploring the copied factory. So we did choose Konog this time, but most people tend to go with Anog. Girl in white there, she's like super mega dead. We watched her not corpse get evaporated. True, that did happen. So it's very strange that she showed up here. Oh, girl! It's okay, she got better. Well, let's not worry about it. It's probably fine. I don't believe that is the case. Yo, nice. Sorry. Yorha Dark Apocalypse. The end. She got reverse Thanos snapped. Wouldn't that be Hulk snapped? Marvel reference? Aw. 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 Huh. I wouldn't know. That has not been memed to my knowing. Fair enough. So I don't think Konog has a journal anywhere in the derelicts, as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, that's Mama. She's from Near Reincarnation. Oh, hey, hold on. Oh, how do I get that? Hold on a second. Okay, let's see here. Looks like it should just be a matter of, yep. Okay. Ah, I might have fucked this up. Aha! There we go. debeefed it. I didn't. I saved that shit. Okay, we gotta head back to Comra. Unbeefed. What is the opposite of beef? Phoebe. Amido. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's done the legwork of, like, really explaining some of the more confusing bits of this particular quest line that I don't quite understand. And one day I'll look that up. Lolly, don't keep me in suspense, ho! What did you just call me? Did you find Konog? Found his workshop. I don't know where he's gone. That's disappointing. Still, I appreciate you letting me know all the same. What's that you have there? Some kind of fancy mead? Bunny, 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 bunny. Konog? What's it for? Aside from the obvious, I mean. I think he'd appreciate it if you passed it on to the woman who was injured. I will. I only wish things hadn't turned out like this. What happened to the village was bad enough, but then everyone was at each other's throats, and Anog and Konog were gone. Don't even get me started on the Glag debacle. I keep turning it all over in my mind. I see nothing but the mistakes we made. I wonder, how can any of us be sure that we won't make a mess of things again? Maybe we can't. Maybe we just try to remember every single day how bloody wrong we probably are, and we learn to live with that. Maybe that's the only answer we get. And that is Yorha Dark Apocalypse. Actually, no, not there. The Crystarium. Let's keep things simple. Okay, I got a fucking... I got some goddamn housekeeping to do in order to wrap things up here. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. I just realized that I can't actually change my hairstyle here. Sorry. What was I fucking saying? Why is the first so inconvenient? Right, okay. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream. What? Oh, I'm at 80% capacity. Art for the stream was done by the chat blocker over there. Was done by Isaac, who you can find on Blue Sky at Knucklebone. Cool guy, cool stuff. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Art for the stream. Well, no, I just did art for the stream. Upcoming streams. We've got a pretty standard week ahead of us in terms of streaming. We've got Ghostbusters on Tuesday. We've got Deltarune on Thursday. We will be continuing through Chronos New Game Plus on whatever other day that is. Friday. There it is. I got there eventually. And then next Saturday, we will be... What are we doing next? Oh, fuck, we're starting Sorrow of Verlet. Oh, boy. Gaius Balsar's Century of Humiliation begins. The Gaius Balsar Suffering Arc. So tune in for that. I liked Sorrow of Verlet. The content warning arc. Oh, Jesus, yeah. No fucking kidding. I do like Sorrow of Verlet. For being, like, the final, like, trial series that they ever did, it's a pretty good one to go out on, honestly. But that... Why am I not leaving? Hold on. Kale has sent me something. One moment. Hold on. Yeah, this is basically what happens. God. I gotta make sure I'm spelling this right for who we're gonna be rating. Anything else? I want to say that's everything. We are going to be going ahead and rating over to Snapcube, who it says, I guess, is doing demos right now. But other than that, I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.